It's Friday night and it's time for chaos. That's not true. It's Tuesday morning and it's time for coffee. we make it seem like it's Friday night, but it's not. It's Tuesday morning in New York City.
The opposite of Friday night.
Yeah.
What are you drinking? Just do you drink black or milk and sugar?
No, I drink black coffee to look cool.
Yeah, it's just to look cool. You'd prefer
Mostly, I'm dying.
sweetener in there?
Yeah, no, I don't. I don't know. I didn't like coffee for the longest time. I wasn't one of those like theater kids in high school. It's like, and I'm gonna get a coffee. Yeah. It was only until life's realities started crushing me into dust that I realized I needed to pick me up in the morning. So more like late 20s got into it.
Oh, okay.
But my wife was such a snob, it went from 0 to 60. Like suddenly we were doing Chemex, we were doing AeroPressing, all that stuff right away. So I suddenly, anytime I drank anything that, unfortunately, like say a Dunkin', I would be like, this is not some Kenyan, dark roast. I can't do this.
Fair trade.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So a late bloomer.
Late bloomer.
As it were. Ross, is that a coffee in there or is that some sort of honey mint tea for your voice?
Oh, how dare you? No, this is a coffee. This is an Ethiopia right here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I felt super attacked when you were talking about theater kids with their little coffees.
That is a tiny little
because
coffee.
You best believe that Teenage Ross was slurping down the
nice.
espressos
Yep.
with a really high turtleneck. There is no coffee like snobby enough for me. I love it. I spent a lot of time in the barista trenches. Shocker, I know, but I love it all. Love an AeroPress. Love a Chemex. This is a beautiful Ethiopia. Oh God, did you out yourself, Rob? You poor deluded fool. A dark roast Ethiopia.
I don't know. I said Kenyan. I don't know if that's...
A dark roast robs coffee of its flavor. It's medium to light roast or nothing. That's the only way to draw out the citric and floral notes.
I had no
of an
idea
African
what a dark roast
coffee.
was. That just came out. But I apologize.
Sure,
you mostly.
It's great if you want to taste the burned oils extracted from the
Now,
the
talk
coffee
to me about
bean.
a wash. What's a wash versus a not? Because this is like when people try to explain gambling to me, and they're like, "No, this is what the over/under is." And every time they tell me, I'm like, and it goes, poof, and it disappears.
Really?
The same thing happens.
Joe and I can teach you over-unders in 5 minutes.
You guys,
Coffee cherries have to be
say that.
processed, Rob.
Okay,
They get plucked off of their plants,
Yes.
and then of course they're processed.
Right.
And they're washed. The meat of the
but
cherry
some of
is
them are
taken
not,
off.
right? Because I feel like you can get unwashed.
There are different methods for doing this. Many African coffees, your Kenyas, your Ethiopias in particular, will be placed on a raised drying bed so that the cherry sort of raisins on them, thus creating a sweeter, more aromatic experience in the cup.
Okay.
That's
I didn't realize.
exhausting.
I didn't realize Ross invented coffee.
I'm not saying I never claimed to not be annoying. Yeah. I don't want to be like this. It's
because of all the damn coffee.
It's just
Wow, I
how
had no idea you were such a coffee savant.
I really do enjoy it, and like I said, I was like, I went through a whole phase of like barista indoctrination at a very snobby cafe when I lived in Chicago. So I learned all the ins and outs. I was making rosettes and stacked hearts. And
Oh, you
all
were
that
back
jazz.
there slinging beans. I thought you were
baby.
just
Fancy.
okay.
Oh yeah. Do the art, all that jazz. I love coffee people. People who work in coffee shops are generally like nice, eccentric, artsy folks. And but I love the whole cafe experience. To me, there's almost nothing that delights me more than sitting in a cafe with a cup of coffee and like a delicious little cake of some kind, reading a book. Ooh, mwah.
That is great.
It's the best.
Yeah.
You make me want to do that right now instead of this.
Yeah, what are we doing?
Not that I don't want to be there, but that sounds so nice. When I lived in LA, I had nothing going on the short time that I lived out there. And I just would go to coffee shops all day, have a coffee and a pastry, a coffee and a cookie, a coffee.
Yep.
That's all I had. But I would sit there for hours on end, do the New York Times crossword, pretend to journal, read a book, go to another cafe, pretend to journal some more, do the USA Today. You'd run
Pretend
out
to
of
spend time with my own thoughts.
All work and no play make Troy go crazy.
It's just the
It is
same.
special. Noura, you're a coffee connoisseur, yes?
I thought I was, but apparently not. I am like mid-tier, I guess, at this point.
Noura's been telling me all about like interesting niche preparation techniques.
That is true because I I'm like a no frills. Like nothing makes me more angry than weak ass coffee. Like I cannot. So I will generally do like a double espresso and then pick my second beverage for the table or for in life. But I do, if I'm not having a double espresso, because I don't know if you've noticed, I'm Arab. So I do like a Turkish coffee, which is basically like it's the strength of a double espresso, but not brewed the same way, with some cardamom in it.
Ooh.
And I was telling you guys that I was so sad. I went this morning.
I watched your order one this morning.
I did get a
Wait, did they
Turkish
make it in the sand? I love those.
The last time I was here, they did. This morning, I wasn't this.
Noura wasn't pleased.
I was
Want
not
a sand
pleased.
coffee?
I was not pleased with the one I got this morning because I'm like, this does not taste right in any way whatsoever. But there is something that I had for the first time when my parents made it. My mom made it, but it's like Saudi coffee, which is like a green coffee. So it's unroasted, like green coffee with cardamom and like the tiniest pinch. When I say like the tiniest, I mean like the head of a freaking like needle of
MDMA.
Amber.
What is it?
Amber.
Whoa.
So it is like, it doesn't taste like coffee. It doesn't taste like tea. It's like its very own unique. And I saw it on the coffee shop that I went to last time we were filming.
Real.
After I got my Turkish coffee, I was like, oh crap, they had it here the whole time. I'm like, I need to come back for it. I came back this morning and it's not on the menu anymore. I'm so upset.
I've never seen Noura flip a table before, but it happens.
You know, it happens every.
You might have heard sirens about an hour and a half ago. That was
it was. You know,
I mean, I'm a sucker. Anytime a video comes up, a reel, a TikTok where they're making the coffee in the sand,
Love
that
it,
bubbles
yeah.
over.
Yeah.
It's like magic. It's watching a magic trick. How do they keep pouring out of that cup? You don't know anything about anything, do you?
big dumb.
This is crazy how much the pendulum swung the other way. Like our Glass Cannon podcast crew is even square. It's 3-3. 3 coffee drinkers, 3 no coffee drinkers.
Yeah.
And even the coffee drinkers aren't like you guys.
Yeah. Matthew's kid Joe, don't touch
We don't drink any coffee. And so it's very even. Coffee's not a big topic around the table. Usually Kate and Sydney will be like, we're going to go, don't worry about it. And they leave and they go like get a coffee and come back. And now I'm just completely outnumbered. Like looking around the table, I'm like, I hope they don't look at me.
Join us.
Yeah.
are you a tea drinker?
Join us.
I like tea.
I like tea as well.
Yeah, I like
What's your,
a
what's
good
your,
gateway.
what's your tea? What's your tea order?
Plain tea.
Lipton.
Like any kind of cool tea. I don't put anything in tea, is what I'm saying. So like
Okay.
I'll take recommendations for different kinds of teas. I like trying different kinds, but I don't put anything in it. I just drink it.
Do a black tea, fresh mint.
Black tea, fresh mint. Sounds great. I love mint.
Yeah.
Love mint.
Mint in a tea.
What about what hard drugs are you into?
Hard drugs. You know, it was so funny when you were talking about it. All I kept hearing in my head when you were like, I didn't like coffee. And that's how I felt. Like I didn't like coffee when I was a teenager. People were like, I was working at a garage, like in a mechanic's garage, and those dudes just drank like
Oh yeah.
oil
Yep.
coffee,
Oh,
like nasty,
Motor oil.
nasty
Yeah.
coffee. And so that's what I started with at like 14 years old. And it just made me sick to my stomach. And so I've been off of coffee my whole life. And so like listening to you, I was like, that's like saying, yeah, I've tried heroin multiple times and just don't enjoy it at all. But I kept trying it until I liked it. You know, it's like, you didn't like it. You had the benefit
Just
of
like
that.
heroin, you look cool when you do it.
Yeah, it's true. It is a cultural thing that you kind of miss out on when you're not a coffee drinker, because people love to go do that and they have their coffee and chat.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah, love cafe culture, love all that jazz. Just take some time out of your day sometime. Find a cafe that really knows what they're doing. And if they've got one Central South American coffee and one Africa coffee, just get both. Get a little of both and just try them both. And just see how wide the spectrum of flavor actually is.
Yeah. Or do what I did and start with a frappuccino.
Yeah. Or
And then
just get a note.
Just a milkshake with like a little hint
Starbucks sealed
of coffee in it.
cappuccino.
Yeah,
Or
get-
frappuccino.
or just get a monster. Same
there you
diff.
go.
I'll tell you, by the end of the week, by the end of the season, you may be sitting there with a cup of coffee.
Yeah. Maybe I'll try Ross's the highest recommendation of the coffee he's found here this week.
Ooh, I need to search around more. Okay, I'll come back with some hot recs for you later in
Best
the week.
part of a morning coffee makes you poop. We'll be right back.
And with that,
I want to thank our sponsor for this season, Chaosium. If you head to chaosium.com right now and use the code TFC2, you get 15% off your order. You know that. We're 13 episodes in at this point. You know that. But did you know you can get this sweet Masks of Nyarlathotep special box set? This is not the original. I'm using the original. This is an all-new special edition. We have 2 of them right here. Oh, God, they're heavy. You guys can't look at them yet. When this is over, do you think you'll read it?
I mentioned this earlier, and I think I mentioned this multiple times since then, but like every time I'm in a place like for work, whatever, I have to fly to out of town, I always like to go into a local gaming store, and it's always right in front of my face, and I refuse to buy it because I don't want any spoilers. Like I don't want to be tempted to look through it. I don't want to meta game. I don't want to do it. It's going to be my first purchase, my first thing I get when I'm done with this campaign, which I hope still lasts 10 more seasons.
I'm going to get it, and I guarantee you I'm going to run it.
You think? Yeah.
Ooh.
Absolutely. It's too good.
Yeah.
And I was, when you were first doing the project and everything, I was like, I'm good. Like, it sounds like so much, and we already had a lot going on. I was like, good luck with that, because that's a lot, right? And now just getting a sense over the years for just a history buff. I'm just a history buff.
Yeah.
And I'm not the biggest fan, as you know, of 1920s Call of Cthulhu. It's just not my favorite because that time, that vibe, especially in the US, I'm kind of like, I don't get it. I don't know what's going on. I don't know how to drop myself into that. And it has made it so interesting to think about Egypt in 1920s and London in the 1920s and China in the 1920s. I'm reading the history and stuff. I'm just like, this is so cool to get really immersed in. Yeah, I'd love to run it. I'd love to run it.
In the last episode, suddenly our path is intersecting with the ripple effect of the Russo-Japanese War.
This stuff is so cool to be able to learn about.
It's awesome that this can be a gateway into learning about all these little tributaries of history. And same deal. Like every time sometimes you'll mention a character and I'm like, oh, I can't quite remember who that is. And I'll catch myself Googling them. And then when they come up, I'll realize like, oh God, a bunch of stuff is going to be here that I don't know yet. And I immediately navigate away. But yeah, I cannot wait to finally crack these. Just because as somebody who's like a burgeoning keeper of this game also, just to learn like all the intricacies of this scenario and like how it could be prepared. You've done such if I can give you your flowers. You've done such an amazing
flower girls
job running this and keeping like so much information at your fingertips and being so reactive and flexible. It's really impressive. And I want to see your source.
It's pretty wild. And I think people who run this get addicted to running it because in my research, especially leading up to this second half of our recordings, I read what other people do just to get a sense of how they did the adventure, how they tackled Shanghai and how they brought clues from London over and et cetera and set up future chapters. And there was one guy on Reddit that was like, I just finished my 6th run through of Masks of Nyarlathotep. And I'm thinking to myself, I will never run this again. I mean, maybe if my kids, if they really get into this, okay, I'll get their buddies together and I'll blow their mind.
Yeah, much like certain characters in this party, reading these tomes has driven you mad.
The kids are going to love the human trafficking section.
But the fact that you cannot run this the same way, depending on how you do it. Every group is going to take a different route following the Carlisle expedition and sort of tackle it. It's just very, very interesting. And it's written in such a way that it's if your story ends here are some ideas. If your story ends here are some ideas. Yeah. So
just the fact that we made that insane escape from Hofeng's mansion compound. Mm-hmm. And knowing that all those areas we didn't explore in that room, knowing that there's something behind all those doors, if we were to go through it a second time, it's just mind blowing.
My problem is when I'm in a store, like a gaming store, and I see this sitting on the shelf, the sense of ownership that I have over it. I'm so myopic that I can't imagine anybody else playing this game. So it's I'll just sit there and kind of hang around by it and be like,
I happen to be a friend of Jackson Locke's.
This is my game. I'm
I'm playing this game.
I'm actually living. I'm living this.
for you.
I'm living this box right now.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny because when I was deciding what I wanted to do, I bought this and I bought Horror on the Orient Express, which is another one of their, sort of seminal Call of Cthulhu campaigns. And that one, whew, man, it's a lot. It is awesome. And maybe I could run it someday, but the first 300 pages just talk about how trains work. And I'm just like, where are the monsters?
I'm sorry. The first 300 pages.
I'm only slightly exaggerating. I'm just like, it's like, here's how the engine car looked 20 pages into and now the club car.
That does sound sweet, though, I think.
Ooh, gimme.
Immersive.
Yeah.
Immersive.
Yeah. Well, they have a board game, too, which you can also get at chaosium.com. Get 15% off. A board game of Horror on the Orient Express.
Ooh.
I'd like to play that.
That would be fun.
But I feel like that might spoil the adventure for other people, too, because it would be fun to run that. That's another big one. But this baby, this is going to be ours. And you can buy it now, too. TFC2. We should probably sign these and give them away at some point. I'm going to leave them up here as bookends as they set up this keeper keeper screen really nicely that also comes in here. But yeah, I guess we have to play it now.
Okay.
That's
Oh
the
yeah,
tricky
what were we
part.
doing? Oh right, we were on our way to lead an assault on a cult island.
Oh my God.
Look at this map, also from the H.P. Lovecraft Society here.
Nice.
This is a map, and you'll see there's a little tiny circle around an island to the southeast of
so
China.
cool.
Awesome.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Right.
That's awesome.
Oh, just to piggyback on, you were like, you're big history buffs. I'm not a history buff at all.
Nice.
But if you're a Lovecraft buff, they also put stuff in here that is this like they're accumulating information from other Lovecraft stories and incorporating them into the campaign. So you've come across NPCs that appear in other Call of Cthulhu stories, that appear in other Call of Cthulhu scenarios as well.
Oh, that's so cool.
So you can
Shared
play
universe?
it's an absolute shared universe. I don't want to tell you now,
Yeah.
but I can tell you later. Very recently you came across one such character. Isn't that great?
Okay.
This is awesome.
Yeah.
God, I could just look at this for so long. The proximity there it's sometimes you forget until you get a map in your hand, the proximity there to Japan and Korea. They're so close to Shanghai. I mean, we could go to Korea or Japan or this island. They're all equidistant.
Oh my God.
That's how far we're going in these ships.
Troy, can we go to Korea?
Yeah.
Japan.
Did you prep for that?
This island from
I want to
Shanghai.
go get
Improv
some
in Korea.
tteokbokki and
Go to the Soul chapter.
Yeah, this is so awesome to realize. I thought that it was like just off the coast.
Nope.
And then you said it was 300 miles.
300
Like,
miles,
holy
yeah.
crap.
It's out there.
Did we also show them the matchbook?
Little matchbook from the Stumbling Tiger Bar.
Troy slid this across the table into my hand the other day. That this is also the H.P. Lovecraft Society made a Stumbling Tiger bar matchbook
Oh, awesome. I didn't even see that
There's
one.
matches in there.
full of real matches.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if I was to take up smoking unfiltered cigarettes, much like Von Villiers, I would be able to. I would be well and truly taken care of.
I think when you talked to Jonah Kensington, he said that they found this among Jackson Elias's things. And like, maybe this will be of import to you.
Oh, really?
And so you guys went to Stumbling Tiger
Yeah.
first because he
that's
said
how we
they
found
Because
found
he gave us,
when
Oh,
you
that's
go
right.
into Jackson's
That's how we
apartment in the Chelsea Hotel after he's murdered, if you spent more time in there, you would have found that matchbook in there.
Very
But
cool.
instead, I had it come out later that Kensington found it among these things.
Tell him McChum sent you.
Yeah, tell him old McChum sent you. Awesome. Well, this is it. This seems to be all leading up to this raid on Great
Feels pretty climactic.
Great Dragon Island. You have finally met Jack Brady. You find that he is in cahoots with this organization known as New China, and their particular wing is Firm Action. These are the ones that go out there and do something about this, about the man. In this case, about cults. But there's all sort of political entanglements as well.
Yeah, let's zero in on that for a
Wanna
second.
unpack
'cause
that?
I have forgotten that for a long time. We've been so focused on the cults. So is New China, is their focus getting the influence of all of these foreign countries out of Shanghai?
They
Is
are
that part of their, like, because we said there's the Japanese are there, the British are there, there's Western cultures there. Are they like, no, we want China to run all this? Because remember, we said early on in the season that those countries had their own like law enforcement and stuff and their own laws.
Yeah.
That were
right.
like,
yeah.
They were able to have these little pockets of their own country within.
This is what I'll
China?
tell you, because at this point, it's good to give you a little more background information. This is stuff that you could have like asked Brady about. Can you give us a little more background on New China? And he would be happy to let you know who you're working with. They are a secret vigilante organization made up of about 200 young men and women, students, vendors, shop attendants, their arms spread all over China. Day laborers, journalists, police are sort of like also a part of this organization, minor bureaucrats, teachers, and they're training to launch a campaign against Shanghai's most corrupt elements. They will use assassination, firearms, bombs as their main strategy. They're almost like a terrorist organization, but they're trying to take down all of the dirty shit that's going down in Shanghai. These gangs are running the show in Shanghai. And so this sort of terrorist organization, like
One man's
Robin
terrorist
Hood,
is another man's freedom fighter.
Right.
you know?
Right.
they're trying to just put an end to this, but they're doing it, through by any means necessary.
Yeah, okay.
And though factions sometimes commit these acts of terror, formal political organizations have policies and goals that are impossible to achieve through those means. Like you can't always do it through violence because that could threaten the organization. So that's why they broke up into firm study, firm belief, firm practice, and firm action. And firm action is the most violent of all of them, but that's what Brady needs because he knows what he's up against. So even though they were like, listen, guns may not be the way to go. You saw these guys arming up. They're doing target practice.
Yeah.
They're ready to go in there and wipe out whatever's happening on Great Dragon Island.
I would imagine the guns will be useless against any sort of eldritch nonsense.
Yeah.
But the very real corporeal cultists. Those guys
who are probably well armed, defending their island. Yeah.
I mean, Vaughn almost drowned when he just
Yeah.
cast that spell on him.
So I feel like those guns might work against some of the, minions. Hopefully.
Yeah, I mean, that was Mr. Moo's concern. He's like, my research on cults is your guns. You will not need them here. But, they're going in loaded. And the guys that are with you are packing. They got grenades. They got everything. And they've given you access to this stuff. Now, I don't think you're walking in there with 2 rifles slung around your back and a bazooka and a pocket full of grenades. But you have the weapons that you need. So think about what those are. And you also have a Japanese Imperial naval officer that you've convinced to come along with you, Soje Taro, who was hot on the trail of Jack Brady when you met him and made him at the Stumbling Tiger bar. He is coming along and, he wants proof. Before he gets the Japanese Navy involved, he wants proof. But also, I think he wants, if they have any sort of weaponry or any information that would be helpful to the Japanese government, he wants that as well. So maybe that's part of the deal. It's if you find anything there of import, you got to give that to me, and I'm going to bring it back to my men because they're going to ask me, what have you been up to? And I need to show them that me getting involved with these strangers was worth my time. He's going to have to, just like Marion, he's going to have to send a record of what he's been doing. And so he's along with you. You leave Shanghai on Friday, April 17th. That's right. Following Ho Fang's yacht. It looks like Ho Fang has descended onto the yacht, and you've got at least 3 boats following along the Wangpu as it empties out into the Pacific Ocean. And also, there were runners that ran to other docks throughout Shanghai because there's just going to be this major assault. What are you guys talking about on the boat?
Luck rolls.
Coffee.
Oh, yeah. How about luck rolls?
You're talking about luck rolls. All right. Can't start yet.
I'm too caffeinated. Let's do some luck rolls.
Hell yeah.
Damn it.
Let's see.
Keep rolling under.
I rolled just. Oh, no. I rolled out 59 over 57.
Nice.
I forgot I spent 10 luck last session.
88 over 31.
I got 8.
Let's see.
Get that tenor.
Okay. 4. I'm up to 35 luck.
Okay.
There you go. Getting back.
Got another 6. I'm at 58. Let's go.
All right.
I got one luck.
Oof.
Man.
Can I bargain with you that perhaps Vaughn at this point is up to his full capacity of of HP.
Yes,
Back to 9
Vaughn and
from
Feyrouge
8.
should be
Cool.
back to full.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was the morning of April 17th. Yeah.
Oh, yes, we'd spent days on the boat waiting to
Yeah.
signal, so to
Yeah,
speak.
so we would have had plenty of time.
The Dark Mistress and its strangely sickly-looking crew.
It's been 8 days
Oh
since
God!
you were-
Right there.
How it moves oddly fast in the water.
Speaking of sickly looking people,
Hey!
this, so last week we had the Five of Pentacles and I was not happy pulling it and I tossed it away. So this, it says the Five of Pentacles signifies hardship, loss, isolation, and insecurity, which is kind of appropriate. I didn't know how it was going to fit in, but it's kind of appropriate because we did get the 2 scrolls that were translated
Yes.
that talked about all of these disasters, which are seemingly natural disasters, which ended up in the loss of lots of lives. We saw Vaughn be read his last rites. We saw Feyrouge give the scroll back to Lin Yanyu, and we saw Carter sending that letter off to Margot. So there was
As if he's about to die.
Yeah, and so for the first time, I feel
Thought of
like
that
our
before.
crew, who usually goes in foolishly guns blazing almost all the time, I think for the first time we just kind of had reservations and insecurity about what we're about to do. And we did spend a lot of time contemplating
Yeah.
what that was. So I think
it out.
this, once again,
Yeah,
was...
Vaughn getting last rights. It doesn't get darker than that.
Yeah.
Fatalistic, yes.
So...
And I realized, like, probably you were like, and then he makes his confession. And it struck me that probably he's like, yes, thank you, Father, bless me, for I've sinned. I shot a man yesterday.
I've killed so many people.
So many have
Buddy
died
caved
at
in
my
2
hands.
guys' head with a blackjack.
Yep.
That count as my sin.
First of all, Father, do you know what a blackjack is?
You know what a blackjack is.
You know what does 1d8?
1d8 bludgeoning damage, Father.
So who would like to...
I'll do it today.
Yeah,
I
okay.
haven't done it yet
cool.
in this break, since the break.
Yeah. All right, let me just get this all set up and just tell me when... Shit.
Ooh, what
that
happens
fell
then?
out.
Oh, great.
When it
But
falls out.
this,
Fate chose for you.
I'm
5 of wet.
very happy about.
Oh,
but
is there
I don't
2
want to.
cards?
I don't. Well, it's going to be the one.
Okay.
But
As long as it's not a pentacle.
the Wheel of Fortune, a major arcana card,
Oh, my God.
fell out.
Oh my gosh.
I'm ready to go. This is going to be so good.
Oh, my
Fortuna.
God. I'd
The
like to
robed
buy a
Pat
vowel.
Sajak. Yeah.
The Wheel of Fortune.
Oh
Ooh,
my
boy.
god. I'm so scared. What that means, Barry, it's marked.
It's better than the Wheel of Pain.
Going up.
It is better than the
Down.
Wheel of Pain.
All right. So that's amazing.
You asked us what we were talking
Yeah,
about?
so you're on this boat with a Sojay Taro and 2 or 3, we'll say 3 firm action men who don't speak any English.
There were at least 4, maybe 6.
I wanted to say it was like 3 or 4. Like the
I don't think it was 3.
All right, let's say 4. Let's say
right,
4
4.
guys.
Okay.
Plus
It's not a
Taro?
huge boat.
Wait, plus Taro?
plus Taro.
Plus
Plus
Taro.
Taro.
And so one guy had to be thrown overboard to fit Taro.
Yeah.
You slit its throat and threw him into the
Yeah.
lagoon.
Sacrifice to the cause, brother.
We'll confess tomorrow.
Past our weight limit.
So you've got 4 members of New China. They don't speak English. You can communicate with them, but their dialect is even not. You're having trouble getting
I'm
through.
more okay.
But they're keeping to themselves. They're not really talking to you. They're very focused on the mission. They're doing kata at the edge of the boat.
Dude, this is like what I imagined when I was like, geez, I guess I was probably like 8, 9 years old. Like these were the kind of like war games we played. It was like you'd have your plastic guns and your grenades or whatever, and it was like an assault. It was always like Vietnam themed, right? Because that's when we grew up. Was
Yeah.
like it was that kind
Grew
of
up
like
during Vietnam.
vibe. Yeah.
And I know that you're like a big Le Carré head like me, and just like that we've integrated ourselves into this movement. It's this classic case of all these strange bedfellows and odd political alliances that are tenuously held together by this common enemy that like who knows what happens after all this? Like
Right.
we don't know this, but like the Chinese Civil War is looming off in the distance. What are these factions going to be? But here we all are on the boat, and I think Vaughn is maybe more than you've ever seen. You were catching him when you met in Peru, like kind of on a bender, like a little bit more sloshy, a kind of suppressing his trauma, and now that he's kind of found this religious outlet for it, and you're seeing him more soldierly than you have ever seen him. In shirt sleeves, his Enfield 303 rifle slung over his shoulder, pistol in his waist, and his normally kind of sesquipedalian tendencies.
I'm sorry.
Hold on.
I'm sorry.
That's a big word for Elmo.
That's a
even
big
spell it.
word for Kirky.
I can't even look it up. I don't know what he said.
Google knew.
Sesquipedalian is one of these classic. Sesquipedalian means a love of big words. Love of. It's a big word that means what it is. So his sort of poetic speech becoming a little bit more taciturn as he's staring out over the sea, wind whipping through his hair, maybe rubbing oil onto his rifle.
I delight in all manifestations of the subsequent alien muse.
Yes.
Uh,
There we are.
A couple nerds enjoyed that one. If Skid was here, he'd be crying.
Vaughn, you okay, buddy?
Excuse me?
Just kind of staring into nothing there, pal.
Yes. Are you prepared? Tillinghast?
I mean, for just this whole assault situation?
Yes.
I mean, as much as I can be, I guess. I
dare say you made some sort of commando raid, as it were, in London, so I hear.
I mean, then we were armed with some robes and some luck. I don't remember. We didn't, yell to the heavens and storm the beach or anything. It all kind of went tits up pretty quick.
No.
In a way, this is the most difficult part, Tillinghast. Keeping one's nerve before you know you're about to go over the top. Rush into the teeth of battle. When battle comes, sort of strange clarity comes over one. And then one falls back on discipline, on order, on training. I've seen you training over the past several days with that curious weapon of yours.
You mean these?
Steady on.
See, a couple days ago, I would hit you right in the face with that by accident. Not now. Yeah, no, I mean, I'm training. Just kind of hoping, like always, we just fly by the seat of our pants and somehow it works out. I don't...
Yes.
Are you thinking it's going to come back to you? I mean, do you want it to come back to you?
I've done a great deal to not, strange to say, to not think about those years. Now it seems they are coming back to me. Coming back to me in a strange rush. One keeps one's nerve. One goes because one's friends go. Sometimes because shame inspires one, because a cause inspires one. Because you've heard the rostrums of ministers and politicians calling you to defend the patria. Well, I don't believe in those lies anymore. But now we have a cause, I think. Tillinghast, now we truly have a cause. Worth fighting for. Worth dying for. When I was drowning several days ago, I was sent right back there. I've seen a man drown on dry land, Tillinghast. To see a man shot is bad enough. And the gas rolls in. It's curious. Green cloud. See the mad fumbling with the mask. Sometimes when you don't have the mask, they tell you to urinate on some cloth. Put it over your mouth, boys. Try not to breathe. But to see them crawling to you, their lungs expiring, their eyes bulging. Corrupt. Then all the zest of a politician telling you to die for your country. Then it comes to you with so much absurdity. That old lie. Dulce et decorum est pro patria mori. But now I shall drown, if needs be. For the world hangs in the balance, however small we are. This little band, not brothers, but siblings. Dulce et decorum est pro familia mori.
Yeah, we got a cause now.
A purpose. I know that we've stumbled into danger time and time again, and it seems as though fate has been in our favor every single time as she holds this stone that Brady had given us. We can't lose sight of the hope that we are fated for this. We cannot let the one time where we've prepared ourselves for a mission to set us back in our courage. We've done this. We've done this and we've won every single time. Sometimes barely, I know. But we are meant for this.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, even if we failed, we tried, right?
Somehow we have been chosen. I believe that. I did not understand. I did not understand then that despair was a sin. How it could be a sin. It felt to me somehow cruel. The antidote to despair is hope, courage, even in the face of suffering. I know that you certainly give me courage, Miss Chabron.
And Marion, you're here too.
Yeah, you're also here as well.
And
Just an audience member enjoying this.
I want to tell you, Marion, it's been real. All right?
What's that?
Shit, he was asleep. Nothing, Marion.
He was this I imagine this thick overcoat on him. I imagine it's cold. As we've set off in the wind, the salt air is probably biting through, and imagine him grabbing this large overcoat that he's wrapped himself up in, and he's just sort of looking out at the sea as we're going past. His thoughts sort of masked. I'm sorry, Tillias. What was that?
Nothing. Keep doing what you're doing. How you feeling? You okay?
Oh, yes. Yes, wonderful. One, could I trouble you for a cigarette?
Yes, old man. Just the thing to steady one's nerves.
Yes, thank you.
There we go. Brought to you by the Stumbling Tiger.
Thank you.
That's awesome if you actually add that.
Yeah. Matchbook from the Eldest Turn. Are you nervous, Tillinghast, at all?
I think I was for a bit, but like Feyru says, we've been here before. I don't know, I'm reaching this sort of peace with it now.
Oh. That must be nice.
Here, think about it this way, all right? How many people would do what we're about to do? This is how this is what I'm telling myself, right? Spend your whole life thinking about yourself, keeping your eyes down. But as long as you spend one moment looking out for other people, trying to do the hardest thing on Earth, then maybe that's all you need to know.
It's a great thing to feel as though you have something to die for. But what else is there better in life than knowing you have something to live for? And throughout all of this, there are things in my life answers to questions that I had for years that seemed just beyond reach. About family, about love, about friendship. And there's no one else I would rather be sitting here contemplating the last possible minutes of our lives. Or possibly continuing in our adventures than with you.
You are, all of you, truly are. I had no idea. Given this mission, this objective, what I would be wrapped up in. And 3 days ago, I couldn't wait. I was so excited at this opportunity, this honor to be with a genuine war hero, to go and actually be there for myself, to do what I wanted to do so many years ago. But now I find myself, if I'm quite honest, I'm very afraid. He looks out at the ocean again, almost embarrassed. I can't eat. My stomach is spiraling. I don't know if you've ever felt that before in New York or in that warehouse in London, maybe?
Yeah.
Yes.
Not me. Iron stomach. Iron constitution. No, are you fucking kidding me? Of course, I'm fucking pissing myself. But this is part of it. It's natural. Means you're alive. Means you're gonna fight that much harder to stay alive, okay?
Yeah.
We got each other's backs.
Yes, of course.
All right?
Courage isn't measured by the fear you have going into battle. It is the very fact that you do go into battle, regardless of your fear.
Yes, and I do believe that while we have the strength of these men, the training of these men, he's looking over at the commandos.
Who have no idea what the fuck we're saying.
Yeah, exactly.
They're a very imposing bunch.
I tried to speak with one of them a bit ago. They don't want to talk to me. And I understand why. But, yes, despite all their strength, all their training, I do think that they're going to need us. They're going to need what we've learned. Going to have to bring it all to bear. I have no idea what to expect. None. I just hope that when the questions arise, that we have the answers.
Taro says something in Japanese, like guttural, not really under his breath, in a way that you can hear it, almost in response to what you're saying. He sees that you're
Yeah, and what was it?
looking at him.
Was that Japanese?
Yes, it's an old Japanese proverb. Fear is only as deep as the mind allows. Whatever you're expecting there, as long as you keep your mind right, you control the fear. As long as there's nothing there that can affect your mind, you'll be fine.
Gulp. Yeah.
Yes. Keep your wits about you.
Yes.
Presume that's what we'd say. Keep your wits about you.
Just know you can look to your left, you can look to your right.
Yes.
We'll be there for each other, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Puts his hands back in his pockets.
And remember, no matter what we see, no matter what happens to appear, our mission is to just destroy the ritual. If there are...
What if it's this machine?
That's what I'm thinking.
Like,
It must-
perhaps there's a ritual, yes,
Yeah.
and perhaps just eliminating the cultists that are executing the ritual. Easy enough, maybe. But what if it's this great machine? How would we destroy it without bombs, weaponry?
If it's delicate to the point of requiring these many custom fabricated parts, then it may be that some sabotage may be in the
Just
offing.
needs to be sabotaged, yes.
Yes.
I mean, these guys, maybe there's some grenades on this boat, right? Maybe we should just make sure we grab a couple.
Yeah.
Yes, I just wonder if grenades are not.
Well, who knows? But I'd rather
We
have
won't
them
know
just in
till we
case.
see.
Yeah.
But we should have them. I think you're right, Carter, just in case.
Are they like the round ones or are they the stick ones?
Stick ones. I'm reminded of Serenity. Did you ever see Serenity?
Oh,
Yeah.
When he's like grabbing the grenades. He's like, you don't need grenades. It's just an in and out. And they go and they're like, get into all this trouble. The guy's like, would be great if we had some grenades. Better to have them.
Yeah.
Can we
I
have
need 'em.
some grenades, Troy?
I mean, the commandos have like 2 grenades on their belts, basically. But
So if we slit their throats, we could get grenades.
Yeah.
I mean, I think without proper training, it would be dangerous for you to have grenades.
Well,
But they would have them. So at
someone's
least
been in the
somebody would
military.
be-
Yeah.
Someone has, but you'd be surprised how low his throw roll is.
Good point.
Good
Throw,
point.
an oft
Good point.
neglected
Yes.
skill to pump points into. But still.
When we played Call of Cthulhu live and Skid was Babe Ruth that he had like a 90 throw. He made his throw like a 90.
Godlike throw.
Yeah, he was the final girl in that, in that
Tar-
scenario.
I think Taro's he's been just listening to your conversation and taking it all in, and he has sort of a quizzical look about him, and he says, this ritual, these cultists you talk about, these are just religious fanatics, right? Why do you fear them so much? Yes, if they've got their hands on some sort of weapon, we'll go in there, and that would be very interesting to my superiors, getting my hands on that, maybe schematics and whatnot, but these are goofballs. What are you so afraid of?
A fanatic is frightening enough, Mr. Taro, for what a fanatic is willing to do. Fanatic is devoted to his cause, unto the death.
I truly do hope that it's as you believe. I truly hope that they are raving mad, and that the danger that we face, though it may kill me all the same, is guns and bullets and grenades. My fear comes from a place that's deeper than that. I believe these fanatics, as you call them, have become this organized and have gotten this way, not out of some great deception, but because of the reality of their beliefs. That there is and potentially could be something beyond our understanding happening on this island. I think it's possible. We've seen things. They've seen more than I.
You've got some hired guns here. These men look like they know what they're doing. It's clear you have some military experience, and you've brought me along. Surely between the 8 of us, we'll be able to handle this.
Hope so.
As Taro does not know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you are going with 9 other commando units.
Right, that all these other people are going to be dropping.
Doesn't really know what he's
Other-
getting himself
Yeah.
into.
Taro, just know, if you see anything on that island that starts to seem unimaginable, don't look at it. If you get a chance, don't.
Sferus gets visibly nervous as you're saying this.
The best way to keep your mind, as you said, is to disbelieve. Look away.
All right.
No, the power. No, Taro. And I want to remind everybody that Vaughn's sanity is 27. No, Taro. I must disagree with Mr. Walsh. The antidote is not to disbelieve. It is to believe wholeheartedly. That there is evil in the cosmos. Real, palpable, active, evil. But there is also good, as frail as it may seem. Until you see it for yourself, I don't know what to tell you. Except to say, make ready your body, but more than that, make ready your soul.
Taro breaks eye contact with Vaughn and stares out over the horizon. You travel for hours, leaving the lights, the sounds, the smells of Shanghai behind you as you venture out into the Pacific. It's a nice, calm, overcast day, gray skies, rising tide. From time to time, the waves will get a little choppy, but nothing your boat can't handle. The men from Firm Action will get up from time to time and they'll kind of fix things and move stuff around if they feel like the boat needs a little help navigating. You feel like you're in good hands. You can sense, if not actually see, both to the north and the south, other little blips in the fading daylight. You know that's all members of this strike force heading towards Great Dragon Island. I don't know if Taro notices or if he says anything. Maybe Taro knows more that he's letting on. But you keep going out into this endless blue until eventually the monotony of water breaks up and an atoll comes into view in the distance. An atoll, I believe it's pronounced. You see the major cone of a dormant volcano a couple miles away. Looks like it's been silent long enough to have eroded into a circular reef, sort of enclosing a broad lagoon. And there's like one little entry point into this lagoon. And then there's like a secondary cinder cone and an associated flat island. So it looks like an 8, like I said, on its side within this little area. How do you want to approach here? You've been told that there's a small dock on the southern side of the northeast portion of the island. So where you're coming in from the north, you would need to kind of sail around and up. Do you want to do anything special or just kind of follow along with the plan?
I see no reason to break our plan.
On the other side, there was, I believe, did you say that there were villages on both sides of those docks?
No, it's the recon team said there was a village on the south side of the northeast portion of the island, and there's a dock that probably belongs to that little fishing village or whatever it is, and they said that would be a good place to land.
Okay.
But the other part of the island there, because of all the activity, they weren't able to really scout out. But Brady's plan is to have this commando units come from all sides.
Okay. So there would be no scenario in which we could situate ourselves to where maybe they don't notice that we're coming in.
Yeah, I mean, if they have lookouts, if they have people out there, they're probably going to see boats coming in. But your boat is small enough and it's dark. You don't see any lights on the island.
Yeah.
It's getting darker.
And you said it was a boat with like a motor in it, so there wouldn't be a way in which to shut that off so they wouldn't hear it.
You can shut that off. As you get closer, you may want to shut it off, and there's oars that kind of finish the rest of the trip.
That's what Fairuz would like.
Yeah, we'll kind of row in quietly to this rendezvous point at the dock and land there, knowing that the other Firm Action boats are landing all over the island.
Carter sort of like perks up for a second as we're getting closer, and he's like, wait a minute, it's like a rogue wave. There was something remember there was something we saw about a rogue wave?
Yes.
That hit, yes.
Took out something near here.
Yes.
Right? So let's just be aware. We might be dealing with things before we even land. Keep your eyes peeled. I can't remember what it was. I'm trying to look at it right now. I don't remember.
Was it from the newspaper article?
That's what I thought, but I can't find it. But yeah, I feel like that was something that we came across, right?
It hit a ship, right?
Yeah.
And it's funny that you would remember that right now.
Oh my God.
Because as you navigate closer to this lagoon and make your way towards this eerie atoll in the distance, as you get closer, the surf is getting rougher. The boat's kind of slapping against the water.
White caps.
The guys from New China, they have to shut off the motor because they need to take more manual control of the boat. It's just and then just as quickly as the water gets rough, it gets eerily calm to the point where you can hear the sounds of the motors of the other boats in your commando unit, hopefully part of your team, also being shut off. Eerily calm. And the guys from New China have this look on their face like, well, that was weird. And Taro, a naval officer, stands up. He thinks it's weird. And then you look ahead. And almost as if it's coming from the island itself, there is a curtain of water that starts out small, but then sort of gains in size until it looks like a wall of water coming directly at your boat and presumably all the boats of the strike force teams. And we'll be back right after this break.
Come on, man.
You had to tell
It's
him.
coming from the island.
Coming from the island.
Wave goes toward an island.
This one's coming this way.
That's not natural.
Shenanigans.
Reverse wave.
I have a submarine.
I thought my character should.
Roll for submarine use.
There's something in the water.
Oh, God.
We're back. It's so awesome that you remembered that.
Yeah, it's great.
That's- yeah.
Crazy that you remember that.
I love that for us so much.
Yeah.
During the break, you said something. You were like, I should have, what?
Okay. Yeah. So sorry to take the shuffle away from Joe because 2 cards fell out. We've had situations before last season where a card has fallen. This is the first time 2 cards have fallen out.
I know. I was like,
And
what's that card
usually-
behind you? Like, don't worry about that
Like,
card.
don't worry about it. But of course, that wormed into my brain, and I was like, let me just my curiosity got the best of me. So I looked up and what it was. So we had
the Wheel of
We had the
Fortune.
Wheel of Fortune, which I will save for later. But then we had a Ace of Wands in reverse.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So I wanted to find out.
Couldn't help yourself.
Couldn't help myself. Curiosity got the best of me. And so this is the reversed Ace of Wands meaning. The reverse Ace of Wands indicates trials and tribulations that you will face in the near future. You might not have any direction, which leads you to being uninspired or unmotivated. At this point in time, you might not know what you really want to do. You don't know how to get out of the slump. In the case where you already have a goal, you're not excited to achieve it. When you draw the reverse Ace of Wands, you should consider taking some time to allow inspiration to come to you, which is what we were fucking doing.
Yeah.
You feel weighted down by your current commitments and responsibilities that you can't come up with new ideas or muster the passion to push forward in your projects. The Ace of Wands reversal meaning can also indicate delays with your current projects. If you want to finish your tasks, but there are things that get in your way. Fucking wave. Or you have an idea, but don't know how to execute it and make it a reality. When this is the case, you should be patient and wait for the right time.
Okay.
Well,
Holy
You let the
fucking
wave
crap.
hit
That's
us.
crazy.
No.
A wave of inspiration, perhaps?
Yes.
Wave of inspiration.
Well,
I thought you were going to be like, the card was the 8 of tidal waves.
This, to call it a wave is an insult to waves.
God
This
damn
is
it.
a wall of water that looks like it grew from the coastline coming towards you, almost localized around your boat. You don't even have time to look to the left and the right, but you see that this is rising out of the island as if the island itself is rushing up to push you. Has great Cthulhu himself woken up? I need a combined Dex and strength roll. I'll tell you how that works
God.
to see if you can grab onto something because this boat is about to capsize.
Oh my God.
So a combined Dex and strength roll.
Oh my God.
So whoever has the lowest strength
No,
index,
not
or
This
what is
is
group.
different. You all roll one roll, and it has to get under both your Dex and your strength. So, spoiler alert, not all of you will succeed. I can't imagine.
Oh my God. Okay.
One roll has to get under both your Dex and your strength. This is the first combined roll of the series.
Well, let's before we do this. I know we didn't discuss this before.
You cast flight.
It's
Different game, Joe. Different game.
It seems kind of crazy that we would not have any like
Life
life
preservers?
vests on.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. You want to wear a life vest?
I didn't picture it, but like it would be crazy not to, right? Wouldn't everybody have
for
those
that
on?
distance, yeah, we would have
Everybody
to,
would
right?
have them on, right? Was that not a thing?
The firm action guys don't. Soche Tara doesn't.
Well, shit.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. All right.
Want a luck roll on life preservers?
Think about
I never pictured it before this moment, but it seems silly.
think about a navy
Yeah.
warship. Everybody just wearing these orange life vests.
I mean,
No,
they're not
they
orange.
wear them when they get into little boats that go
Yeah.
off to like.
Because
do a thing.
weren't we wearing them when going into Mr. House when we were on the boat? Didn't we have them then?
Oh,
Well,
I don't
here,
know.
you know what? It's a group luck roll.
Okay.
Okay.
Did you decide to put
That's
that
fine.
on?
Yeah, I never thought of it.
Yeah.
I'm totally fine not having it,
Group
but
luck roll.
it does seem silly
So who's
in
got the
character.
The
lowest?
group luck roll makes the most sense.
You still have the lowest
It's
luck,
the
Rob?
easiest way to resolve
What is
these
yours?
things. Did we do?
35?
Mine's it's yours.
Because the question is like, did we do that thing that would really help us right now?
Yeah.
Well, did you? Let's find out.
35 is my luck. Am I the lowest?
Yes.
Yes.
I regret to inform you I rolled a 37.
Oh my god.
Damn it.
Oh, it's a sign.
So he's
We should
remembering
have thought
just
of it.
now that he should have put
Okay.
one on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wearing this big heavy overcoat. Here we
don't
go.
got him.
Whoosh, boom!
No, Doctor.
Got to get under both strength and dex.
Grab onto something! Taro says.
Oh, this is nuts. Okay.
How do you want to find this out, Troy?
Oh no. Carter, you can't. You can't go over. It's not an option.
We made a lot of pretty speeches, and then
Can we spend luck on this?
Yes.
Yes, you can. You absolutely can.
Oh.
I'm going to spend 13.
Oh, well, then we're fine.
But not everybody will be able to do that.
no.
What did you
Dr. Barry Wesley Walsh. 28.
under both?
What does that mean?
Check
It
under
has
your
to be
deck.
under your
Has to
strengths
be-
and
Yeah,
your
that's
dex.
lower than my strength and lower than my deck.
Okay.
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 And what about Carter Tillinghast?
34 under 40 decks.
What's your strength?
A million. It's 70. So
Okay, so you made it.
I rolled
Ruse?
a 68. My dex is 55. My strength is 75. So it was just in between. I'm going to spend 13 luck to make it a regular success. I am down to 26 luck. I better freaking start gaining luck after
Oh my
these.
gosh.
What about Vaughn Villiers?
Von Villiers doesn't have enough luck to turn his 86 into a dexterity success.
No.
As he rolls an 86 over 40 dexterity.
Oh, there was a time in our home games when 86 was the worst possible result. Where 69.
If you rolled an 86,
be the
you
best.
immediately got the worst possible result.
But I'd say the worst possible result
Like
is
a critical fumble.
Vaughn goes over.
No.
After talking about the words come back to him, there is a cause for which I'm willing to drown. Vroom,
oh god.
into the water.
Okay.
Can I throw a rope over to try to?
Oh, we're gonna get into it. I'm rolling for my new China guy. Oh no.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
That's insane. You can't even say what you're
Taro
about to
rolled
say.
a 92.
Whoa.
Taro goes over.
Okay.
One of the
Naval
firm
man.
action guys rolled a 76. He goes over.
Oh my God.
The other guy I have to check because it's a 50 something, which she should be fine with, but there's a chance that it got under
on.
one but not both.
They gotta have 60
I'm gonna
or
throw
higher.
up.
Jackson strength.
I'm gonna throw up. I can't believe you guys.
Us not wearing life preservers. It's like we got in the car, but
Can't-
did you
don't-
put
isn't there
the
like a-
seatbelt on?
There's no way
Okay.
these boats would not have life preservers.
Wouldn't it have-
92!
Even if we're not wearing them, don't they have like a little like?
Yeah, there's
the
got to be a
little
life
little
preserver.
thing?
There's a life preserver. There's no way.
Fighters for the new China to come.
Amazing.
Hey, you know what? Give me a D8. Roll a D8.
Oh my God.
D8. I'm on it. Shaboom.
We want you rolling.
All of us.
Yes,
or-
you do. 3. Perfect.
3.
Perfect.
Perfect.
All right. He has a 65 dex and what was his strength? And a 75 strength, that particular guy. Yes! So one of the new China guys stays on, but Taro and the other one go over. I need
there's another new China guy.
Oh, there's 3 of them, right?
There's 4 of them. 4.
No, 3 new China and Asoji Taro. You killed one to make room for Taro.
Oh, okay.
That's right. We threw one overboard.
3. All right. 72. Give me another D8 roll.
Oh my God.
Come on, we got this. 2.
2?
We getting better or
You're
worse?
excited about the 2. You don't even know. All right, so 2.
I don't know what any of this means.
72.
That means there's 2 Cthulhus.
No, I rolled a 72 and his strength is 65 and his dex is 65. So that guy goes over.
He can use Carter's luck.
2 new China guys and Asoji Taro went under.
Okay.
All right, so there's one new China guy still. He's grabbing onto the boat. The 3 of you grabbed on. Vaughn gets thrown over with these guys. I need a swim roll to see if you begin drowning.
Hold on a second.
No!
We have to. I want to go back to the moment.
Okay.
This wave, this rogue wave, we rise up or it came down on us.
Came down on
so
you.
it broke.
Capsize.
And then it boom right on top of us. And so we're not even going to know for a second who's on and off the boat because it's like
Right. By the time you get
Holding
your
on for
bearings,
dear life.
that's why like you're still holding on after this wave obliterates the boat. But as you're like starting to get your bearings, you see that the 3 of you are the only ones on the boat with 1 new China member. So
Yeah, maybe like as the water sort of clears vision, we all see like a 4th person, and then suddenly it becomes clear
Oh
that
my
person
God.
is not Vaughn.
You guys would wish I was rolling this later. This is real bad. Don't worry about me, though. The story is with Vaughn here. I need a swim roll as I look up the rules.
And
wait. Now.
Yeah, I need a little more clarification on what the state of the boat is. Are we?
Do we need initiative? Do we because we can throw life preservers and stuff like that? Like
Right now, this is like you guys saved. He goes into the water. So this is just, I want to see
Sure.
if he's able to regain himself. And then we'll get into some sort of
I think
initiative
I'm
situation.
plunged into this water. This is an unnatural wave, so it's like this is to see if I'm capable
Able to
even,
get to
even
the surface.
knowing which direction up is at this moment. Swim. My swim is 20.
Yep. Yeah, that's your base.
Yep.
Base level.
51.
oh, that would be
51
all your
over
luck,
20.
basically.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. A couple things are going to happen. Let's talk about the other forms of damage table on page 124 of the Keeper rulebook.
Let's not.
You get swimmer's ear.
Asphyxiation and drowning.
No.
A con roll should be made each round. Once a con roll is failed, damage is sustained each round thereafter until death or until the victim is able to breathe. If the character is in a state of physical exertion, a hard success is required on the con roll. Death occurs at 0 hit points. Ignore the major wound rule. It is so similar to the Breath of the Deep spell that hit you.
Yeah, I was just thinking
Got
that.
me
That
again.
Cthulian wizard. Now, let me walk you through the scene because this is all happening like. This hits the boat, and yes, the 3 of you hang on. The 3 of you hang on to the half of the boat that is left because the wave crashes through the boat, and there's 3 of you with 1 member of firm action that is holding on to half of a boat. Vaughn hits the water and goes under. Asoji Taro and the 2 other guys, you don't see them as well. Let's get into initiative. Highest dex is Feyruz.
Is there a life preserver on our half of the boat?
Give me a luck roll.
Don't fucking.
Fuck, man. Luck roll.
I mean, there's the most classic luckiest roll of all luck rolls.
Nope, I rolled a 33 over 26.
Odds are not smiling upon you, but that's okay. You look. Is there? Shit, there isn't. And you see it floating off on the other half of the boat.
Yeah.
A pigeon comes and grabs it and flies away. Why is there a pigeon? Seagull.
Any rope, anything.
We'll say there's rope. There's got to be rope, for sure.
I'm going to tie it around my waist. I'm going to hand it to one or both of you guys, and I'm going to go after Vaughn.
Dive.
Wow.
Yep.
Dive, Reddit.
Wait, I'll go. Which makes no sense.
Yeah. She's already in the water.
Oh my God.
Which
start
one of
like-
you is holding it?
We start
I'll hold it. I'll hold it.
Let's just lash it.
Loops it around his arm and grabs onto the piece of the boat that's floating and is trying to like slide himself up the boat because I imagine you keep slipping down into the water. The boat's got to be bobbing up, right?
And I think
you know what I mean?
Carter grabs part of it too, if possible.
Marion, it is your turn. You're holding the rope. Walk me through this. She goes in the water looking for Vaughn.
Yeah, he wraps it around his arm a couple times and just grips it, and then he's gonna put like one of these benches that's in the boat, and he's just going to like loop his other arm under it to just like brace him on the boat.
Well, there might even be those things that you wrap ropes around on the edge of the boat, right? Like the
yeah. So one of those like metal T-bar things.
Yeah.
So could I? Is there one of those there?
Yeah, sure. Absolutely.
Okay, and he's going to start trying to like figurate it over and loop it around one of those things.
Just like trying to jimmy this around this thing, trying to give her as much support as possible. That might give her a bonus die on her roll to try and save him.
Yep.
I like this. Let's have Carter act before Vaughn here. I want to give you as much help as possible.
Carter, I mean, what the fuck do I do? Like, you're in the water. I guess I could try to swim in there too. I don't know how I can aid tying the knot tighter.
Again, can I get more clarification here? Like, what's happening in the wake of this wave? Is it just kind of like rough, or is like another one coming, or is it like calm again?
Is the boat stabilized?
The boat is like this.
So that there's like
you're all like just clinging to a chunk of a boat with this new China guy, and it's like he's looking for his friends. He's looking for these guys. Taro, you don't see him. You don't. This commotion. This is all happening within like 6 seconds.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, you don't see another wave coming, but everything is like
so then he's just trying to desperately like wrap it around and then hold onto it, and he's blinking the water out of his eyes.
Yeah, Carter's like Vaughn, and then I guess I'll do like a spot hidden to see. Is there another wave coming? Like, let's get a lay of the land, or where are the other guys? Just like, let's sort of assess what's happening.
Damage assessment.
Give me a spot hidden.
11 under 34.
11 under 34.
That's hard.
You see one of the members of Firm Action is just trying to swim. He's like this, and the other guy's trying to help him. He's grabbing a rope and doing the same thing that Marion's doing, except he's not jumping in to save him. He's just like tossing a rope out to the guy to try and pull him in. You don't see Taro, you don't see the other member of Firm Action, and you don't see Vaughn. But you see Feyrouz swimming in the direction of where she assumed Vaughn.
What about other? So I don't see Vaughn. But what about other? Like, is there another wave
like
coming?
No other wave. Yeah, like this. As quickly as that curtain of water came, it's gone.
Okay.
Okay. So now
I need a con roll.
Con roll.
Yep.
And if I fail
underwater.
this... Okay. Constitution is 45. Not terrific. Fortune.
I'm just going to call it 50-50. Feel better about myself. Nope.
That's a 62. Let's see. What did I spend luck here? 62 over 45. Let me just do the math quickly.
13? Joe?
What's that? 17.
17.
Shit.
That's a lot of luck, but I've got it.
I mean, this would be the time.
I'm going to use it.
From the first time you fail,
point.
you start taking damage every round.
I'm spending 17 points of luck to make this a success on my con roll.
Okay, so you're holding your breath. You're holding your breath so you have not started to swallow seawater enough to drown. We go to the next round.
God.
Feyrouz, I need a swim roll with a bonus die.
Please tell me you have 70 swim. You must. You're Feyrouz.
Weren't you on the Miskatonic swim team?
You're from Themyscira.
No.
Where's my other?
She's stalling.
She was the captain.
I need
Captain of the Miskatonic swim team.
Is this with disadvantage? Is this like a disadvantage roll?
No,
this is advantage. You get your
with
bonus
advantage.
die.
You
Yes.
have 2 10s dice.
Two tens.
Yes.
Take the better one.
I rolled a 4, which is an extreme success.
Extreme success.
Under 20? Was it under 20?
It was under 20.
Fuck yeah, come on, baby.
Wow.
Come on.
Amazing.
She's the best of
Feyrouz
us.
is such a beast.
You swim out.
Like a dolphin.
I'm gonna fucking cry.
Swim out in the direction of Vaughn, and you make it out to him. And what do you just grab? Grab him?
Yes!
I love it. All right, Marion, you see this. You see she's like grabbed him. What do you do?
He starts hauling in, the rope as much as possible.
I want to aid if possible.
Just in case she can't swim with him, he's going to drag them both in.
Okay, what is your strength and what is your strength?
Mine's 40.
Mine's 70.
All right, so combined 110. I'm going to say you're able to pull her, and as you're pulling her in, Vaughn, you come up and you're able to get a breath.
Oh my god!
I'm like serious.
What a heroic moment, Beirut.
You pull him up onto this little
You're up,
chunk
you're
of
down,
wood.
you're up, you're down.
Wheel of drowning!
What in the devil was that?
Sorcery. Sorcery.
Get him in.
Where's Taro? And the other commanders, where are they? Taro! We start yelling into the waves.
Start yelling, Taro, Taro, Taro. Taro is not seen. The guy pulls up the rope, and no one is at the end of it. It's just the four of you and one member of Firm Action. You look to the north, the south, the east, the west.
No.
You don't see any boats.
Oh my God. You're telling me we're the only survivors of the entire invasion?
We don't know.
There may be others.
You knew they were coming in from all directions.
They're prepared.
Couldn't see everybody, but right now you see no one.
I'm doing a spot hidden.
Okay.
Looking
Yeah.
very closely to see if there's any other boats. Because we can't get home if we don't have a boat. Like,
We have to get back to.
yeah, we have to find,
We're
see if
gonna
there's
find one.
one.
See if there's one in the dock. Or
Yeah, one working boat.
I mean, we also are on
somewhere.
half a boat right now. How we got to get
yeah,
to the
we
island?
need to get to shore.
I know. No, fail on the spot hidden.
Got to get to shore.
Look, it's so hard because you're also like,
Yeah.
boom, you're all soaked. Your clothing is soaked. Anything you had on your person, journals, books, I don't know what you carried with you. Everything's wet. You're just holding on to this chunk. There are no oars.
I was writing a novel. Oh, in the midst of it.
Your manuscript.
I left mine in a safe deposit box at the warehouse.
We have to get to the island. We have to get to the shore.
The Firm Action guy is yelling at you in Chinese, and you can understand the dialect, but it's a little choppy. And he's saying like, calm, save your energy. We should just drift.
Okay.
He says we should drift. And then back in Chinese or Shanghaiese. I think it was Shanghaiese that I really. He says back to him. Are we going that way though? Are we floating toward the shore? And he's looking around to get a sense. I mean, there's no relevant or
We need to distribute our
reference point.
Are we on
We
I'm sorry.
no.
Are we on a chunk of the boat? It is
Yeah.
He said
broken?
we're on half of the
We
boat.
need to distribute our weight
Yes.
so that we don't.
Yeah.
And kind of like
So
end
kind
of
of
Jaws style, like use it as flotation and kick our way towards the shore.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was
You could
thinking
do
too, but I
that.
didn't
Yeah,
know.
absolutely.
He thinks about like kicking his boots off to just make it easier, and then he's just like,
I'll go in. My strength is pretty high.
Well, this guy's
But
point
he's
is
like,
that th-
I-
we might,
he
we might
has to have
be
his
in
boots on the island.
we might be close enough where he's saying conserve your energy. We might be in a point where we're just like the natural
Yeah.
waves
That's
will
like,
take us
then
into.
maybe we can just shift our weight evenly so that we're not like tipping over.
And then obviously, if we start to take on water or whatever,
Yeah.
start.
But yeah,
Grabbing.
I see the logic in it to just like be a piece of debris.
Yeah.
Kind of making our way towards the shore and hopefully not get hit by another one of those.
I think we should. Carter's like, I think we should. Someone sees us, right? There's got to be somebody that sent this thing. Maybe we can. Maybe if everyone kind of like finds a place to like tuck in case they look at this and they think it's just a half of an empty boat and everyone's gone.
Right.
So like hide.
No one would think that anybody would survive that.
So Carter's suggesting we sort of like
Duck.
stash our
Lay
way.
low.
Yeah.
kind of.
and drift towards the shore.
Duck and drift.
towards the shore. Okay.
Classic
Good
duck and
old
drift.
Classic duck and drift.
Like Gollum.
Yep.
But you're probably like a mile and a half
Oh my
from the
God.
shore.
Mile
Okay, yeah,
and
we're-
a
Mile and
half.
a half.
Okay, yeah, we're not doggy kicking our way back to
yeah.
the.
But you
we're
can,
just gonna,
you've got something to hold on to. The Jaws reference is a great one. They were further than that. And so it just
The
slows
surf
you down.
is bringing us in
Surf brings you in.
slowly.
And so we fade out.
Oh my
Fade
God.
back in with the four of you, or the five of you, because you've got this guy from New China just kind of like standing up on this rocky beach.
Dr. Marion will look at this soldier in Shanghai. What is your name, soldier?
Got him.
The one we never keep her dreads.
Stanley.
It'd be one thing if it was like in America. I don't want to say anything.
Yeah.
My name's
You'd always be like Jimmy Hardbuckle.
Pencil Diceman.
Lampshade.
Pencil Diceman. Private Pencil
I mean,
Diceman.
in a world of McChum, you can really say anything you want.
Private Pencil Diceman.
Of the Shanghai Diceman.
Yeah, no, let me see. Because I like it. Think it's fun to see what the names mean too. We'll say his name is Cheng.
Chang. We need to regroup. This is Vaughn. He is our leader. Leader?
Yeah.
Well, listen to what he says. He doesn't know what this guy's rank was or anything, and just presuming that maybe somebody who was in charge fell off the boat, he wants to give him as a sort of military personnel, like a direct leader to like listen to in this moment.
Right.
And he'll say, soldier. In Shanghai, he's pointing to Vaughn.
He's taking out his weapons and like checking to see what has been damaged and what hasn't. And so he just goes right to work on this while you start to take in the scene. This island is mostly this part of the beach is sand, but there's little ash and cinders all over the place. There are stunted palm trees sort of right on the edge of the beach where the sand and the cinders end. You see lots of little sand crabs scuttling about, and then topping the island in the distance is this cinder cone that rises about 500 feet high, towering over. Cool. But the middle of the island is just palm trees. You can't see into the island.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I sort of drop to a knee. I'm like, right. All right, listen to me. This is a raid now. We are in enemy territory from this moment on. This is like a no man's land. The order of the day is timing. Keep timing. Move stealthily. Employ camouflage. And while saying this is like taking cinders, like blacking hands, face.
That's awesome.
Stay out of sight.
What is the... This is an annoying question. I am aware. What is the weather like? Like, is it freezing cold? Is it temperate?
So April in
like, does
China.
it matter? Do I have to wear a coat? Can I like...
Did you bring a coat?
Yeah, I was wearing a heavy coat, so I'm wondering, is it easier to just take the soaking wet coat and just drop it and move on?
So it's pleasant spring weather, but you're soaked and the water was cold. So you're just uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You're not going to freeze to death.
Okay.
But you're very uncomfortable. Your clothes are soaked and you didn't bring, if you brought an extra pair, they're gone.
I'm going to take, can we also assume from this point that Chang is that I'm translating anything anybody's saying to him.
Right.
And anybody that wants to talk to Chang can just do so, and I'm translating it.
Right.
I don't have to say that every time. But he's going to go to Chang.
He's young. He's like 22 years old.
He's going to go to Chang with his, like, pistol. And it's like soaking. He just puts it.
He's got a gun.
Do what we say, fella.
Puts it in his mouth.
He's going to bring it over to him, and it's like, it's all...
Oh, she's got crackers.
It's all wet. And he's like, help me clean. I don't know how to clean.
He takes it and he
saw what
starts
he was
working
doing.
on it.
Yeah.
He's clearing it out.
Fairuz would also check her pocket for her pistol and
Thank you.
see what
Thank God I got my nunchuck.
condition is.
Carter takes his mask off and all the seaweed just goes and like falls off. Back in.
There's a starfish on the mask.
Get out of here. Fucking stowaway.
Fucking stove.
The hermit crab occupied,
Barnacles.
Let's go to the map. Let's go to a map.
Oh my gosh, a
Ooh.
map.
Loading.
I hope it's like a whole island
dragon
map. Because if it's a battle map,
Get ready.
I'm out of here. Okay, it's a whole island map.
All right, so this is your
Where's the Chang artwork?
the Chang artwork. Come back next season.
Go back next season.
All right, so the four of you have landed on this sort of northern portion of the 8. So the 8, if this is an 8, okay, and the 8 is tipped this way, you're up here on this top part of the bottom part of the 8. If you're watching the video, you might enjoy it. But like for audio listeners, if an 8 gets flipped around, you're on the top part of the. That's where you are on the island.
Kind of like
And 8 look the same.
Just say we're on the
either
northern
way.
tip of the island.
You're on the northern tip of the island, but the island goes down. It stretches like from the northeast to the south,
On a
sort of
diagonal.
Oh, it's diagonal.
Yeah. With the cone being on the southwestern portion.
So completely on the other side of the island
Yeah.
is the volcano.
Yeah, and you were told to come around to the southern tip
there
of
was a
this
fishing
portion,
village.
the fishing village. So your options are: you could go along the beach to try and find that dock, or you could just go through the jungle.
Do we know, was anyone else supposed to rendezvous at that fishing village?
I think
Just
No,
us.
we were supposed to
Yeah.
be separated
yeah,
from
we were
everybody.
broken up into different parties to
right, okay.
converge.
If we
I
go
think
along
we were
the shore,
supposed to stealth through the jungle.
We should
I
not
think.
stay out in the open. Camouflage is of the essence.
Yeah, they
But
might
if
also
we're-
think that they got us. They
but if
might
we're
think
not
we're already
going,
dead.
if we're not going along the shore, how are we going to find another boat?
That's a problem for when we're ready to leave, I think.
If you look down at the bottom of the map here, you'll see a smaller thing. That's actually an inset. That's not a piece of this map. Do you see? There's like little dotted line. That's the line you came in. And then you were supposed to land where the dotted line ends.
I
but
see.
You've washed ashore
Oh,
on the
I
northern
see.
portion.
Very cool. Okay.
Oh, so the fishing
I don't
village,
get-
we did not land it.
No.
Or we were supposed to.
No.
I got it. Okay.
But you can't walk along the beach to try and get there, or take this as an opportunity. You can do whatever you want.
I think we best say do what Vaughn says. He knows how to handle things in the situation.
All right, lead the way, Double V.
Feel like staying in the open will invite their gaze. The more we can keep to the shadows, stay out of sight, the better.
All right. And fairies will pick up whatever the soot, whatever, then start covering
Yep.
herself to.
The other Chang's like, yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
He's takes down his rifles like the good old Enfield. Should still work after being sodden like that.
Trying to bring in some
That's nice.
jungle sounds.
Joe.
Is that is it night?
It's yeah. I mean, it's 7 o'clock, 8. Well, actually, it probably took you a long time. Yeah, it's 8, 9 o'clock now.
Okay.
And yeah, Chang's got his rifle out.
Yep.
And then sort of, bent double, he will gesture towards the bush and I suppose plunge in to move through it around
Yep.
the
Live view. This
Guns out,
random
let's
NPC. The lone
Did
survivor.
you roll for Taro swimming?
I did roll for Taro swimming. He failed.
Damn.
What's funny is the guy, well, I don't want to say too much, but I rolled for all of it. So he's going with you. This is great. I mean, it feels like a movie that this random,
It sucks,
this
actually.
red shirt is with you. You walk into the brush. Okay. You go inland for about 10, 15 minutes or so. Everybody give me a spot hidden.
All right. Very well. Oh my God.
Nothing.
Oh man!
I rolled a 3.
I rolled a 100.
That's a fumble.
A fumble.
Even if you were
Regular
above 50, that's a
success.
fumble.
I saw the 0-0 and was like, nice! And the other one just fell
Can
to
you
0.
push?
I rolled a 0.
Not 100, yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, you
Oh,
rolled
right.
100. I'm sorry. I didn't hear that
Oh,
part.
fun.
My bad.
The Hondoni.
I am now down to 25 luck because I had to spend 1 point to make my 85 spot hidden
Well, he
a regular
got an extreme.
Oh,
I got an extreme
An
success.
extreme, yeah. So
Oh, okay, so-
failing isn't so bad. Fumbling.
got it. I will then I'll take back that 1 point.
All right. So did you succeed, Carter?
No.
Okay.
I didn't fucking fumble.
As you're walking along, there's no trail here, right? So you're just making your way through this deep brush. You're feeling from time to time things crawl over your feet. Your socks are all wet. Probably more crabs, things like pricking at you, going through the bush. It's slow going. You, Vaughn, see like smoke up ahead. With your extreme success, you can tell that it's not fire, campfire, anything like that. It looks like a steam vent.
Ooh.
The ground just like,
Thermal vents.
and there's several of these
Love
sort
a
of
good thermal vent.
pockmarking the island, just residual
It's about
steam.
to erupt. Like the volcano is getting ready to erupt.
You want to steer clear of those. You certainly don't want to be standing over one of those.
Yeah, and I would maybe even gather direct attention. It's like, careful.
Okay, yeah.
Where you step, old man.
Dr. Marion blows off into space.
Marion's like, what?
Yeah, Marion's head falls off. Oh,
Like
7-year
Merlin
itches.
in the Sword
Oh
of
my
Stone
God.
just is like, blow me to Bermuda.
Marion bottle rockets to Hong Kong.
Here's what I'm going to say. I'm going to say that you, where the brush is so thick here, you trip and fall a little bit, and you kind of twist your ankle. And so that might affect a future dexterity check. Right now, it's just a role-playing thing.
So
Your
clumsy.
ankle's
All right.
fucked up.
My ankle. I may have sprained it.
Right there.
If we were to like rip a piece of cloth and just at least put pressure on it, would that count as first aid?
Sure. You can give a first aid roll and see if that helps. Yeah, you can.
I think I'm all right. I'm okay.
Chang says.
Shut up and let me roll my dice.
Chang says, shoot him. Dead weight. Shoot him.
Easy shot.
He doesn't translate that.
Except I'm sorry, I rolled a 90.
She makes it worse.
He says, pick me up.
I think I know this works.
He says, fashion a chair out of wicker and carry me.
We have to cut it off.
No, you know what he's going to do actually is he's going to double down on this, and he's got these boots on because he knew that he wanted to wear higher boots for this sort of trekking through this brush, and he's just going to like double down by loosening it for a moment, and then like over tightening all of the laces to just kind of like keep swelling at bay. It's something he's going to have to like deal with later, but it is at least going to try to keep the swelling at bay.
Splint.
For the
Okay.
moment.
I like it. All right, so you keep going along.
Guiding through the vents.
Yeah, you're able to really. It looks like fire is to the uninitiated, but now you start to see it's just these little steam vents pockmarking the island. You walk deeper into this brush.
Also, probably smells like very sulfury.
Yeah.
Very sulfur. The air is thick with that stinky egg smell. And it doesn't seem to be affecting your breathing, but you feel like if you got close enough to this and you worry about going into the volcano without knowing what's in there, if this could affect your breathing. But right now, it's about just slowly moving through. I'm going to roll over your extreme success. You've got keen eyesight. You're taking the lead here, looking ahead, and you see through these tiny little burnt palm trees. This is after like an hour of walking. A dozen or so thatched huts. Okay, so you've come through to almost the other side.
Are we
of
to
the
assume that this is the village that we were supposed to
Yeah, this seems
dock
you're
at?
supposed to come around to the dock and then go up into the village, and there's supposed to be a trail that leads you
Okay.
to the volcano.
Is there any sign of life in these huts?
Okay. You don't even need a spot hidden, though you're welcome to give me one because you do see people walking about.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I want to get better intel. And by that I mean,
It's a
I said by 5 points.
regular success.
Regular success?
Yeah.
Marion?
I'm sorry. What was it?
Spot
Spot
hidden.
hidden.
About hidden.
If you want.
I'm not
You're okay. You're all right.
from 100 to 86.
Jeepers, you're on fire.
He's in rough shape, Marion.
All right, regular success. You know what, I'm going to roll for Chang. I can't see shit.
Just be a trained commander.
He's really, he's green. He's very
You
green.
realize in that moment he's blind. He's been blind the whole time.
Rubbing his glasses.
Actually, I just rolled another. Oh, that was an 89. I keep forgetting about Walsh's spectacles.
Glasses, yeah.
That he has glasses. He's like constantly pulling them off and they're rubbing like just dirt and rainwater, and it keeps saying smudgy. And this is just not his environment.
Yeah.
All right, so I want to give you something here. You did succeed. They look like they're moving very purposefully, like about the village. Looks like a dozen or so of these people milling about, and they're gathering things from their huts, gathering things from their huts, and you see robes. Like the robes that you saw in Ho Fang's mansion, these voluminous black and yellow robes. They're pulling them out and they're putting them on. There's something very odd about these people.
Okay.
But from this distance,
Like already dead.
there's just
Whoa. He doesn't say that in character.
it's not. Their movements are pretty normal, but there's just
Similar to the people that were on the boat.
Yeah.
Something is
you
off.
Think about Taro, what he said, something off about those people. There's
They look
just something
sick.
off. But from this distance and without the help of your allies spotting it, you can't quite tell what. But you also know that at this point, you're probably going to want to stealth if you want to get any closer, or just circumvent it completely.
As Feyre's gestures for everybody to come in and points over to where the villagers are, she says, something's not right. Those robes, Jim. Well, first of all, they are wearing those robes, but there's something odd about their movement. Cannot be seen.
All right.
In ways, it's better to have arrived here rather than to dock right in their little harbor.
Yeah. All right. So, I mean, we still have an idea of where we're going, right?
Yeah.
Here.
Can we kind of watch them and see their move? I'll offer to say,
Yeah.
could watch them and see where they wend their way if they're going deeper into the interior. If they all leave their little huts and attend the ritual, which we know they're bound, we could follow them.
Or we could take a moment, look in those huts.
True.
Maybe they'll have something behind.
Yeah, we'll just do a mini stakeout of their movements,
I like it.
If
their routes.
If they're headed to church,
Yeah.
so to speak, are we?
Yeah.
How many do we see?
church.
How many does Feyre see?
You see a dozen or so.
Oh, it doesn't. Yeah,
And we don't have, similar to Miser House, when we had, we knew, the timeline. Remember?
Yeah.
We knew, it's popping off at midnight or whatever.
She's like,
We don't know
at
that this time.
everybody's going to go outside to that thing, and that's when shit's going down.
We don't know that this time, right? We never got enough.
We don't have
Now we know
robes. We don't have...
The locals are headed there, so.
Yep.
However, I liked your idea. I think Carter was the one who said maybe go into the huts.
Mm-hmm.
If they are if they leave for a long enough time, perhaps maybe we could find robes for ourselves.
Yes, there might
Seal ourselves easier
yes.
that way.
ceremonial
Exactly
camouflage.
what I was thinking.
Either that or I try to go out there right now and convince them I'm their god. No?
Good plan B.
Good to have an alternative.
If they
things
don't
go.
leave,
Let me know whenever you need me to pretend to be a god.
Well, let's just see if they don't leave.
Yes, so let's. I like the idea of mini stakeout. Let's see if they clear out, and then if we can, poke into a hut.
Okay. So you want to keep your distance, no stealth right now. Just watch.
Yeah.
Unless you think we need a stealth just to remain hidden, which I don't think you do.
From this distance, I think you're okay for now. So you just watch, and you really start to take in this scene. You see, as you're watching them, you notice that it looks like there are women that are pregnant, and it looks like, as you really start to study them, looks like 4 or 5 of them are pregnant, which just sort of seems oddly coincidental.
Especially when so much has been made of swollen bellies.
Bloated women.
They really timed this out right.
You do see that there are the women that the ones that appear to be, the women of this group, they are pregnant. So that's odd. And they're coming out, they're putting on their robes and whatnot, and they keep coming over to a statue that at first it looked just like a rock, but as your eyes adjust to the little firelight that they have around there, it looks like they've carved this rock into some sort of effigy, and they'll touch it as they're getting ready, putting on these robes that are way too big, so it makes them look like sort of bloated monstrosities.
And do we have the sense that this is a village of people that live here 365?
Seems like it.
Yeah.
There are people that have come here in preparation for this thing, and this is their little...
No, because it seems very primitive. Their dress appears to be primitive outside of the robes. Before they put these robes on, it seems like this is their home.
Okay.
Right. So interesting. Yeah.
So you wait, you watch.
What are they doing over at the statue?
they just sort of touch it.
Oh, right.
Maybe they're speaking at it. Again, you're staying far enough away that you don't have to roll stealth. If you want to move closer, you let me know. But at first it looked like a rock, but now you see, oh no, that rock has been carved.
Sound can carry pretty well sometimes.
Can we make a listen?
Like, can we hear what they're saying?
Ooh, a little listen roll.
Yeah.
Give me a listen roll.
All right.
Oh my God, 87. Damn.
I got a regular.
I got 63 under 65 regular.
There's chatter and there's chanting, but you can't make out anything.
Okay.
Not from this distance. If you want to get closer, you can, but you have a chance of getting caught.
Yeah.
I will just lean in. When the time comes to give it a search, it may be for the best if those of us who can take a shot or give a warning stay back under cover.
Yeah.
While those who are more adept at backdoor
Sure,
matters.
just say it at this point. Back hut man.
Back hut man. He's a back hut man.
Yeah, all right.
Right.
And
I can stay behind and fire off a warning?
okay, all right. And what about do we see
Or
any weapons on them? Anything? I guess we don't have to if they are sort of sounds like they're less modern. So fucking Lovecraft, by the way, and these is always the primitive people. Backwards religion. Come on.
They have a depth of wisdom that so-called civilized man doesn't possess. Yeah, I think if you are out there and you hear key, then know that someone's coming.
Okay.
You're there for what feels like a long time, and maybe it's only an hour and a half. But eventually, they come together in a procession and make their way out of the village in the direction of the volcano.
Yes.
Excellent.
Gonna throw Tom Hanks in there.
You watch long enough to feel confident that there's no one left in the village, but you don't know if there's anyone in the huts.
Yep.
How's the time telling us?
Okay, guys. All right, here we go. And I'm gonna try to stealth to the hut that's on the closest perimeter point to where we are.
Okay. Give me a stealth roll.
I think it should come as no surprise that my Enfield rifle is readied.
Yeah, I'll have my pistol out too.
same. And also
Distance
my
isn't really gonna do work.
my spot hit on blast. Waiting for
Spot hit on blast.
15 under 64.
Okay.
That's hard. It's a couple points away from extreme, but we'll just keep it at hard, I think.
All right, so we just see Carter sidle up to one of these huts.
You see a bush.
Made
Made a ghillie suit.
And he's about like 70 yards away to get up there alone. But you're all watching. You're
him.
looking through your scope. Chang's got his rifle.
Cleaning
He's
my
watching. You get up to one of the huts. You hear no sound, crackling fire that they left going. What do? Go inside? Skulk around?
Are there windows in these huts? Probably not.
No, they're like thatched.
Yeah. Just kind of peek around into the door and get in there.
You sneak into one of the huts. There is like a dirty cot large enough for one person, not two. You see a little tiny statuette, handmade of...
I don't look at it.
You see it? And you
Yep, that's the thing. That's
looking
gonna
at
be-
that.
You have been trained.
Yeah.
Yep.
Don't look at anything, ever.
Don't look at anything ever.
That's how I live my current life, especially with the news. Don't look at it.
There is a belt lying on the edge of the bed with all these strange characters, Chinese characters on it. But other than that, no rations, no guns, no useful supplies whatsoever.
No extra
No
robes.
robes.
Not in this hut.
How many huts do we gotta go through here?
There's a dozen.
Do it.
All right, I'll go to the next hut.
Okay.
Stealthily.
You start bouncing around these huts.
Okay, all right.
Sweet, thanks. That's not
You
Roll
do
each
move closer to the center of the village where that statue is sort of looming. And you
Uh-huh.
know not to look at it, but you know it's looking at you. And as you keep your eyes low to the ground, you notice blood stains all around the base of the statue. And you just keep your eyes averted, I'm assuming?
They had a ketchup accident.
Peeking in each hut. Stinks. Everything stinks of like a fishy smell. And makes sense. This must be a little like fishing village, but it's just a real rancid, like who lives like this? In one of the huts, you find a chest full of these robes.
Hot.
I'm just thinking about how it smells like fishiness, so now I'm thinking, again, fish people. Fish people probably smell like fish. Okay, yeah, gather up some robes.
Fish people.
There are fish. I'm gonna put a robe on now,
Okay.
just in case, and I'm gonna gather hopefully 3 others. 4 others.
There's one of them.
Or-
Yeah. Chang's like, go.
Send him a warning.
Pop, guys! I found a way to stop. Okay.
Okay. So you come out wearing one of these robes, and the robes, they make you look foolish. Like it's meant to mimic the bloated woman.
Yeah.
You know, he's like this big oversized robe. He comes out, it looks silly when he comes loping out. The robe hits the ground and you've got a handful of them.
Like preteen Kerkovich and a Z Cavarici. Too big. It's too big.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's such a very specific.
Deep cut.
Skids.
I mean,
Z.
so yeah, if you make it to us unmolested, then so shall we? Camouflaged thus.
Yeah, do I get back to them, Troy? Don't leave me
No
out.
problem, yep.
All right, guys,
Yeah,
nothing much other than real gross smell, questionable stains, and these robes.
What was that effigy Tilly asked?
I didn't look at it, I'll be honest.
Yes, of course.
I mean, I can only assume it's a bloated woman.
Right.
One can assume. And Vaughn will begin putting on one of the robes, tucking his rifle underneath its
I'm so
folds.
terrified
will
that
also-
because we did this in the last climax of a chapter, that somehow there's going to be like a wrinkle. Like you put on the robes and are killed because... But anyway.
Poison robes. I do want to say, Marion is saying, like, perhaps we don't have much time to waste. If they're already walking up there, whatever is happening may be happening.
Try to catch up.
Yeah.
So
Right.
let's make our way.
Let's do this.
Let's do it. Yes.
Wrist bump.
Chang puts his
It's like
Hey,
this,
it's
Chang.
natural. He doesn't even speak our
It's like
language and he
this,
gets
Chang.
it.
It's
Yeah.
brand new thing.
universal
Hold
language.
Boom.
Okay. You make your way towards the edge of the village. Carter has told you not to look. Did you even mention the blood?
Yeah. I said questionable stains.
Questionable stance. You skirt the edge of the village to the trail that they went up. Make the trek a lot easier, especially as Marion's ankles swelling along the way.
Limping slightly.
You follow this trail, goes about 150 feet or so from the village, and then it just goes up into like the middle of this cone. And you see that it ends in like a mouth. There is a hole in the side of the volcano that looks like a mouth because there are like 2 stalactites that have been fashioned into fangs at the top.
Sick.
Snake
You
mouth.
kind of walk through that to enter it. But in addition to those fangs, there are symbols drawn around the edge of the mouth, and you see that the symbols crawl into the walls of this cave up ahead.
Anything we recognize?
There's
Can I
more.
roll a cult?
You can roll a cult.
Because we've seen the sigils in the Hofang in the circle that Choi Mei Lin was in. We've seen.
Regular success.
This is a cult.
Nice.
Nope.
I rolled an extreme success on a cult.
Nice.
What do you have for a cult?
40.
Oh, shit. Nice.
I think in the time between Peru and New York, I was keeping up a dialogue with Elias, and I think that's where it's.
Great. All right.
The characters, Marion can sort of read. They're bloated woman and whatnot. So these are the Order's characters, and I'll read straight out of the book with your extreme success to let you know that they don't have any great significance other than their dripping fangs, clutching tentacles, and other symbols which gladden the insane heart.
Oh, so Vaughn loves it.
And twisting stairs leading down into the mountain.
Oh, yeah.
Stinks of sulfur coming out of this enclosed mouth. Noxious fumes within.
Looking at Vaughn.
Just looking at me. Image out of hell. A descent into Tartarus. Huh? We shall not abandon hope. We shall not abandon hope when we enter here.
Let's do it.
And he goes down into the sulfuric darkness.
If we look up, we seeing like a volcano like opening.
Yeah, you look up and the mountain, the cone climbs up and then stops, maybe 100 feet over your head, 200 feet up. You've climbed up a few hundred feet, and now you're going to go down. You don't know how far, but there's still another couple.
And the volcano is so dormant that it's not even like open to the air, right?
It's open.
Oh,
it's like a crater.
Yeah.
Crater cone.
Okay, all right.
We're like moving through the wall of the.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
And then we're going to go down into where
up and then down into the crater.
If this is like a very oversized robe, Feyruz will have her gun in her hand, but with the sleeve concealing.
Yeah.
So that
good idea.
And
Same.
yeah, I'm doing what Feyruz does.
Oh, with nunchucks.
Oh, with nunchucks.
Chang looks silly in his robe.
Dude, the nunchucks are going to be
I
real tough.
It would be
Cannot
these
wait.
robes. It's gonna be tough to use them in regardless. Using a knife, probably.
You start walking in, and from time to time, like, psst, there'll be like a steam vent within the walls of this jump out in front of you, and the stink.
Farts in our face.
And the heat, it's the type of steam
Marion.
that hits, and immediately all of you are sweating. So, like, even though you're still soaked from the water, that heat hits you, and you start sweating in your hair, under your...
Glasses fogging up.
You feel terrible. You've got these robes. I'm assuming you're still wearing clothes. You could have taken off your clothes to put the robes on to be dry, but you're wearing soaking wet clothes, covered in dirt and mud, and now sweat on top of it, with this huge, thick velvet robe on.
I smell awful.
Couldn't be more uncomfortable. Psh, steam vents coming out of the walls, the ceiling, and more of these awful drawings on the wall. It's decorated with like outlines of these giant, misshapen octopus-like creatures, hideous fish-like humanoids, armed with tridents. These vile, bubbling blobs with like several appendages coming out of their bubbling body. The drawings are all very crude, yet hauntingly familiar to you. You think of the Chakotay. You think about those weird people you saw in that little town outside of Miser House. You think about all the strange things you've seen since Peru. It's like a childlike drawing of that. It's creepy. And you descend down these winding stairs into the volcano heart. As you get to what you think is the base of this stairway, there is a light up ahead. I say a light. It's almost like an orange glow that seems to fill the bottom of the staircase and trickle into your view. Because you're walking in darkness. You haven't told me you're lighting a torch or using a flashlight at this point. You probably don't even have that. But it's complete pitch darkness until you see this light up ahead. You continue walking, Vaughn in the vanguard. and the chamber opens up. It is a rough cylinder, about 150 feet high. So you go down, it opens up, 150 feet high. There's a cavern left behind, probably when volcanic material retreated from the top of the cone to the magma pools below. This hard orange light seems to be emanating from slimy fungi that liberally coats the walls and ceiling of this chamber. There are tons of people in this chamber. Most of them are wearing the same robes that you are, so you feel good, you can blend right in. There's other stuff going on. However, all of your eyes are drawn to what is in the center of the chamber. A gleaming metal bullet, about 75 feet high, which appears suspended on sturdy girders above a magma pit, most likely the source of this baleful orange glow. And around the great bullet, there are cranes and platforms at various heights holding half a dozen people that are testing circuits, performing repairs, installing wires, and making spot welds on this machine. On the floor of the chamber, there are more workers wearing very weird-looking dark headdresses. And there are these strange humanoid people that are like directing them around this machine.
Humanoid?
Humanoid, definitely not human.
What?
Fish-like human hybrid creatures scuttling about, some going back and forth between a dark pool to the east, pulling things out of this pool, and then walking over to the magma pit. On the opposite side of the huge bullet, a third pool, this one may be containing seawater, and it just looks like normal water. And so you've got the magma pit underneath the machine. You've got this dark pool where these workers are pulling this sludge out of it, bringing it towards the magma pool. And then a third pool of like maybe seawater where you'll see like a thing come out of it. A fish-like person comes swimming out of it and starts joining the fracas underneath this machine. Far to the rear of the chamber stands an immense statue, about 30 feet high. Strangely, only the back of the statue can be seen where you're standing, as it appears to face away from the chamber towards a higher opening in the wall. There are limbs hanging from the statue, severed limbs hanging all over the statue. This entire scene is breathtaking and horrifying in its scope. And we'll see you next week.
How do you begin to do anything?
Silver bullet. Give me that paper. Give me that paper.
There's a fucking
Give me the paper.
fish
sorry.
person rocket.
Oh, we gotta read it. We gotta read it.
Give me the paper.
The fish people themselves.
I always like Jeopardy better.
Artillery shell.
Pale Viper's plan to salt the heavens with poisoned metal stolen from the sky comes to fruition.
I guess. Can't wait to see the results of the sanity roll that will inevitably begin our next session.
Over it.